Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I want to talk a little bit about sleep. Now, we all know that most of us don't get enough and that it's really important. We need that time for our body to do its stuff while we sleep. It's busy repairing and doing and chugging along. And if we don't get the rest that we need, it just doesn't have the time to do all it needs to do while we're powered down, as it were. And so I just want to talk about one particular aspect of getting enough sleep that I think is super important to remember. The thing about our fun modern lives is that we are go, 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 busy, busy, busy. And part of the problem that we end up having is that our lives are so packed, we don't have any time during the day, usually, to stop and think about things, to process through things. A lot of times we're just go, go, going. And then once we get in bed, our minds are full. So we're trying to do things to get past that, right? To try and make ourselves sleepy. Maybe we're trying to read or we're trying to, like catch up on the news on our phones or, play a game or whatever it is. Or just zone yourself out looking through social media, Pinterest, things like that. And we're trying to kind of power down, but we're skipping that step. We aren't giving ourselves time to process the things that have happened during the day. And our brains really need that time to think about what's going on. And so if you're not giving yourself that time, what ends up happening is your brain will take that time. That's what usually happens, right? Is that, you know, you aren't giving your brain what it needs and it's just going to try and figure out how to get it no matter what. And usually that's kind of to our detriment if we're not making sure that we give ourselves plenty of time. And this goes for sleep, this goes for so many other things. Our bodies are going to try and figure it out and they'll do what they can with what they've got, but we can give them a little boost. And so think about ways that you can process through some of the things that have happened during the day. So there are a couple of ways you can do this. So the most classic way is to just sit down for a few minutes, maybe have a notebook by your bed, and do a brain dump. Just get everything out of your head, whether it's the things that you're thinking about, whether it's the person that you forgot to email, whether it's, oh, I got to pick this up, whatever it is, grocery list stuff, everything, anything that's floating around in there, write it all down. Just write it all down. If you get that out, then you'll give yourself a chance to just relax because it's all written down. You don't have to remember anything. You've got it all covered. So a brain dump is a really great way to kind of process through some of the stuff that's just still roiling around in your head. Another thing that you can do at the end of the day is give yourself some time to put together a gratitude journal. Not put together a journal, but write in a gratitude journal. Um, and that can look a million different ways. You can just be a simple list of like three great things that happened today, or three things that you're proud of, or I don't know why three. Sorry, I don't know why three is always a magical number, um, but figure out some things that happened during the day that you can just process through that way and say, oh, this thing happened and it was really great, or like this terrible thing happened, but I handled it really well. Whatever it is that you're grateful for. And maybe it's something simple like that, or maybe, want to write out, some of the stuff that happened during the day or whatever. Some people are more writery than others. But sitting down and just kind of coming up with a few things that happened during the day that you can kind of get out on paper. And more to the good if they're great things that you want to focus your attention on. What we focus on grows. And so if you are just so grateful for the things that are happening, like I said earlier, even if there's something bad that happened but you handled it really well, I mean, that's such a great place for gratitude. um, and or however you want to put this together. But just sitting down and writing some of those things out that happened during the day, that's great too, to get those things out of your head. So there's a couple of tips for how you can kind of take what's in here, put it out on paper, so it's not roiling around in here while you're trying to get ready to rest and sleep. So hopefully that's helpful for you and you can get those Z's that you need. All right. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see y'all the next time.